Listeners be advised. The Soliloquy podcast discuss matters related to the human experience and many that are sexual in nature. Due to this, some conversations may surround triggering topics such as sexual violence, self harm, abuse, and much more. Please be advised. A list of crisis and psychological resources will be available in the show notes of this episode. With that said, let's get started with the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention please as we go through the following safety instructions.
In the event that there is a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen mask will drop from the overhead. Place the mask over your nose and mouth. Breathe normally as oxygen is flowing even if the mask is not inflated. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Soliloquy podcast, where we step out and speak about sexuality. This is your favorite host, Vernon T. Scott, also known as Slaytor Jackson, and also for you freaky motherfuckers, Sebastian Adams. On this episode, we are talking about, being tipsy, being too far up on that wine, probably high on some shit too. We are talking about that drunk sex, but y'all, I think I have to introduce my guest first. Making her return to the motherfucking podcast. It's a motherfucking bonnet, y'all.
Shut the hell up, okay? Okay? It is a late. He expecting to look like.
Y'all, Shane is a motherfucking bundled bonnet, and I am here for it. Shanetti, how are you doing?
Did you have to say that?
It's Shanette, y'all. It's Shanette. I'm not trying to get cut today.
Man, my name battle has been a struggle.
Oh, isn't it SHAIN now?
Let's not talk about that. That is not what we're here to talk about. We are here to talk about the tipsy sex life.
Oh yeah, you're right. We're not gonna talk about that because
or in some people's situations, it is hot and drunk. We call that HD vision coming from my boy Logic with the bars.
This bitch, I forgot you do listen to Logic.
Listen, he may be a cornball, but he got some fucking bars, okay?
I'll give it a try one of these days, but I'll be on my
R&B. I
can't
deny the boy's talent, okay? Like you don't have to like a person or an artist, but you can't deny their talent.
You're right.
Chris Brown, I haven't really listened to his music, but I cannot deny the fact that boy is a great entertainer.
He is a great entertainer. That motherfucker can dance his ass off.
Yeah, so it's like, you know what? You have your fault, major faults in his case.
Oh my God, who hasn't?
But I cannot deny his talents. Okay,
you're right.
That's one. I may not like a person, but I'm not going to deny their talents.
You're right. Look, that's like me, and okay, I might get canceled after this, but for real, me and Beyonce, I don't really stick with her music as much. It doesn't connect with me. She does have some great hits. I'm not even gonna lie, she does be having some great hits.
Got some bops.
Phenomenal performer, because oh my God, and her energy. Oh, I'm just like, girl, I know that natural energy you got, I love it and live for it. Yeah. But for the most part, I'm not trying to rock with her music, and I'm finally happy that people finally realize that she cannot act. Like I've been saying this for so long.
Don't get me wrong. I enjoy her music. Like she has some good songs over the years, but I would never sit here and say she could act. She can't even voice act. That's how you know life is rough.
Oh shit! That came out. My body did whatever it wanted to do.
I'm like, damn, you can't even read lines?
Oh my God. But that was
Isn't
very
that your
underwhelming.
Whole career?
That was so very underwhelming, but I'm happy that they did highlight her in terms of like Dreamgirls, even though it was like the role was meant for her to do, but that was mostly because it was singing more and not acting more. And I think they strategically put her in with lines. Well, yes, definitely musicals, but they had enough lines where she can emote some, but it was more of the music, because her like engaging with the emotions when like doing some music. I'm like, girl, you better do that. You better. But performing these lines, girl, you're not supposed to be up here. It's okay. It's okay. We all have our own talents, but that's one of those skills that you can learn to improve on if you're willing to learn. So,
Mhm.
yes, and we're supposed to be talking about drunk sex.
We are all over the place.
All over the
We
place.
should never be allowed to do anything together because we never stay on track.
We don't. And speaking of which, I love how Shane has her own little fans and all this other stuff, and people
Oh,
love
I have
Shane more than they
fans.
love me, and it's okay. I love it for her. Y'all better love Shane. Yes, feel yourself, bitch. Feel yourself.
Fans, Vernon.
You got fans.
Mm, they don't know me too well.
Girl, somebody was like, so does Shane just have free time on her hands? Cause she's been on a lot of your podcasts. I'm like, it's not that she has a lot of time on her hands, it's just
I made time for you.
right. That's what friends are for, y'all.
Like you sent out hey, I need some help. I'm like, I'm gonna find this time in my schedule, damn it. Cause as you know, some of our recordings have been early, late, in
Y'all all over
between.
the place.
Yeah. I just make that time.
And I love you for that so much.
Taylor, you said you needed some help. I'm like, I will gladly get on here and do what I can until more and more people trickle in, as I have seen. And congratulations on your success, boo boo.
Oh, thank you, bitch.
Especially with your book.
Oh, bitch.
Ooh,
Stop it.
wait till
Stop
next
it.
August. I'm now the manager of another library, so I'm in charge of all the bitches.
Yes, y'all. Get you some good friends.
Hell yeah. And then Nancy publishing a book?
She's still working on her book.
Yeah.
It's pending, book pending.
If it comes out while I still am head of this library, I'm buying it.
Look, y'all, if you need a plug into the libraries, y'all better contact Shane.
Contact Vernon to contact me because I don't
Right.
answer messages or phone calls and numbers I don't know.
Amen to that. Look, y'all better email the email address that is provided to you all. Because if you somehow find my personal email, I'm going to tell you right now, you might get locked up. Because I'm like, oh, I
Who
don't
you
give that
block?
out. Huh?
I'm like, I look at my phone when it rings. I'm like, there's no name attached to this. I'm not answering.
Not at all.
I'll wait till they leave a voicemail, see if it's important enough to call back.
Look, that's the thing. Look, if you do not leave a motherfucking voice message, you're definitely not getting called back because I don't know who the fuck you are.
I will look at it, blink, and flip my phone over because when I flip my phone over, automatically it goes do not disturb. I'm like,
Mm,
flip.
mm. Okay, okay. All right.
All right, not
Back into this. Back into this. People just be like, oh,
we should,
we're here for drunk sex. That's what you promised us. You're giving us life stories. You're gonna get it all, okay? We're talking about personal
isn't that part of
experiences
drunk sex
anyways.
though?
It is.
He's
Now,
talking about nonsense.
right. So, with when it does come to these drunk sex episodes, I do have to, have that disclaimer that first and foremost, consent is always important. Yes
Mm-hmm.
means yes, no means no. Maybe it's not even on the board. When it does come to any kind of substances that are being used, just know that they do inhibit your own judgment. Therefore, it can cancel out any kind of consent that you provided prior to indulging in those substances. Now, this does not remove people from personal autonomy because personal autonomy is always important. If you do choose to have drunk sex with any individual, please make sure that is with someone that you are comfortable with, that you trust, and that is a mutual agreement that you two will be participating in that act. On that note, let's go ahead and get into the story, Shane. You had some drunk sex out here in these streets?
Yeah, with my boyfriend.
Ooh, how was that, girl? The tea.
I'm gonna be very honest. When I drink a lot, I'm horny as hell.
Does it matter which beverage you're on?
Nope.
Oh.
Because Randy, you and I both know I drink everything.
You're right.
So my body's like, oh, we got alcohol in our body. Where's the Dick?
Wow, not Where's the Dick.
Hell yeah, because there's been times like we've been out just having fun like in downtown Macon. Like there's a bar called Dueling Pianos. It's where two people will play on individual pianos, and you just give them song requests, and they will like play if they know. If not, they'll see if the other person knows, and you tip them, stuff like that. And it's
Girl,
really fun.
when
So
the
we've gone there a couple of times, and their drinks are on point. Like they're dangerous. You can't taste the alcohol in half of them.
oh girl, that's my kind of drink. But
Hmm.
when the fuck did Macon get this place? I know it has to be new, but I need to go back and visit.
I know it's like 5 years now.
It's been what the hell have I been doing? Because I definitely been last time I've been in Macon was like
But it's not on like the main strip of downtown though.
oh okay, that explains a lot.
Yeah, it's like on like Mulberry Street. There we go.
Oh, not the Marbury. Ain't nothing over there.
Exactly.
Like, girl, so that sounds like a speakeasy. You over here trying to find this place, you end up in somebody's fucking apartment.
No, it's legit bar. They're actually about to go through renovations. But anyway, back to the story.
You right.
So I was throwing back some drinks. Like there was like some type of honey one. The lemon drop was damn delicious. I had like 4 of those.
I love
A shot of Fireball, a gimlet. Yeah, I was drinking up a storm. This man was letting me drink up a storm because he was driving.
Ooh, girl.
It was date night, so I'm in my little tight red dress, my red heels to match, hair all out, titties on fucking point out in the world and life.
Oh,
It
you
was
better
date
show the
night.
girls.
You look good.
Show the fucking girls, yes.
You know, my titties look good.
Y'all,
38
Shane's
30,
girls
yeah,
are
38 triple
beautiful.
D's.
Her girls are beautiful. Like y'all, the girls just be out, and we love to see them.
And I got hips and thighs and an ass now. Ooh,
She said
burning. I
now.
was looking.
She said an ass now. That means this bitch been
Shut up.
fucking
You know what I
y'all.
meant. Shut up. Anyways, I've been fucking out here in these streets, so I got a booty now.
I'm done. I support. She said she
Anyways.
poking. She poking y'all.
Hell yeah.
At first, she started off with a P. She got a whole poke.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, I look good with the T at the end. Like, and my nails were done. A bitch was looking great. I was feeling great. I went to the bathroom, came back. I was like, you know what? We need to leave so we can go have sex.
I love that.
I came back to the table. I'm like,
The Holiloquy podcast focuses on the variability of sexual expression. When it comes to sexual expression, we often depend on pornography to illustrate how one must perform sexually. For those who have not learned this by now, the stuff you see in porn is not real. Pornography provides a singular perspective of sexual expression that is not often the reality we see during our own sexual encounters. The Holiloquy podcast is a conversation that takes you outside of the compressed box of what many know about sex. Some of the topics we discuss includes kinks, condom usage, status disclosure, and past sexual experiences. The Holiloquy podcast steps out on sexual norms and recognizes that the norm is not the only normal. Subscribe today and join the conversation.
I was feeling great. I went to the bathroom, came back. I was like, you know what? We need to leave so we can go have sex.
I love that.
I came back to the table. I'm like, we need to go. He was like, what? We need to go. We need to go home. We barely made it. No, we made it through the door. We didn't make it past the damn couch.
Ooh, girl. Yes. Yeah. Well, y'all fucking on the couch.
No, we fucked on the floor next to the couch. We didn't make it. No, we were trying to get to the couch, but we had to walk around the couch to get on the couch. We made it to the rug.
You know, I support. You know, I still have.
I got a rug burn on my knee too that night.
Oh,
but it was worth it. Sex was great.
I believe it. I'm still working up the courage. It's not even courage, but just the thought of having sex on the couch, I just cannot do yet. Like I'm a firm believer that the reason why a lot of our grandparents had the that plastic wrap over their couches is because they was fucking on that shit. It's easy to clean.
I can just take the cover off my cushions and call it a day.
Oh shit, those do have a cover on it.
Mhm.
Ooh, girl, let me go
Reason
ahead
why
and
I
do
know
some
that because I
things.
had to do it. Well, I already know if my cushions have covers on it. I'm like, fuck. It was because of me because
Mm,
I'm a squirter, so it's like I'm like,
better,
fuck. I can't even blame this on you.
you better own up to your truth. Yes, you better squirt.
Yeah, I'm like I can't even blame it on him. I'm like, fuck. That's me on my couch.
Oh my, she said that's me on the couch.
So I took off the cushion. I also washed took off the cover and the cushion. I steam cleaned the cushion and I washed the cover
mm.
because I was gonna clean that regardless how he felt about it at the end of the day. I'm like, oh, that's gross. Let's clean this real quick.
So you over here had some good drinks. I kind of need to try
Yeah,
this
like only
lemon
reason why
drop.
we even ventured is like intoxicated sex was because before the first time we ever done this, like, we were already dating 6 months.
Hmm.
So yeah, at that point, I'm like, okay, I trust him. He has had ample opportunity to do some wild shit. Never took it. I've had opportunity to do wild shit, never done it. So that's how like we trusted each other enough to take care of each other
Hmm.
in a drunken situation. Like this past weekend, we went out with some friends to have some drinks. I'll admit, my poor baby is a lightweight.
Oh,
I'm like, oh, my poor love. Me and him had the same number of drinks, but I was still rolling. I'm like, this is a good night. We chilly out here in these streets. This is nice. Him. You can tell, when a person is drunk, they're living the best life.
hmm.
Yeah, he was living his best life. He was living everything that night. I'm looking at him. I'm like, okay, I'm happy he's having fun though, because he didn't get to do this a lot in the previous relationship. So I'm like, I'm gonna let you enjoy your time tonight. I had to drive us home. He drove us there. I had to drive us home.
Oh, that's so cute. So that means I cannot make him any kind of drinks, is what you
No,
think.
Vernon.
It's okay. It's
No,
okay,
Vernon.
Mia.
Vernon,
Maybe.
experienced drinkers have problems with your drinks.
What you mean? Oh, girl.
You and
So,
your goddamn 5 different liquors in one bottle of juice.
girl, I made some pineapples for my coworkers back in when I was in Nashville. They said, never again.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all, my pineapples, they strong already, but the kick is you can still eat them. Your mouth might start to get a little bit hot. And then when you ask, why's my mouth burning a little bit? And I just be like, well, pineapples do what they do. Everclear does what it does. And the reason why it's not as strong is because I added some stuff to cut that a little bit. All legal, people. There's no drugs in there. But just to cut the flavor a little bit. That's all. A little bit of vanilla. And they was on
Uh,
their ass.
it red outside.
The sun is setting.
It's a,
Ooh, it's okay. I had the same thought because I looked at the side of my window. I was like, hold the fuck up. Is something burning? Then I was like, wait, it is getting dark.
looks sus.
It looks sus. Y'all, at this moment, Shane is going out to inspect to make sure that shit is not on fire outside her house, which I hope is not, because if it is,
No,
it's going
it's
to be
just
a
it's
weird
just the
combo.
sunset and it's red as hell.
Because it's hot. That's just the sun letting us know that you know what this hot is like hell.
And
Happy
it's hot and
birthday.
humid. But yeah, like back on topic because we are terrible, Vernon. We are
We
absolutely
are.
terrible.
I
But
just
yeah,
wanted to try some of these fucking lemon drops. But yes, you're right. We are terrible. Back on
lemon drop
topic.
was just a drink, not an actual candy.
I know.
Okay,
Oh, girl, you knew I drink, bitch. Like what?
I know. But yeah, like I had a couple of those. I was knocking back. I was feeling nice. So yeah, like we got home. We've had drunken sex several times. We even had it. It was just us at home.
Mm,
Sometimes it was like, tonight's a nice drinking night.
girl, I know there was this one time when I this was back in the making days. So I used to get, I think it's 1897, 1847, wherever that fucking bourbon is. I used to get that. And
Mm-hmm.
I'll go to Sonic, right? And get some of their slushies, the Coke.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, that thing is sweet enough and cold enough that if you pour half that damn bottle into that drink, you still ain't tasting that bourbon at all. So I was like, let me go ahead and see how this is. Let's see how this hit. I drank half that shit. I was gone, and I didn't. Well, they were a regular at this point, but hit this mofo up. What you doing? You trying to come over? Cause I'm trying to see you. I know you ain't got anything going on in your life, so you might as well not even try to make up a fucking excuse. Pull
Damn.
up, girl. Look. Some people just don't be having stuff to do, and when you know somebody's work hours, you already know. It's like you might as well come over, and girl, that shit was good. I have to admit, that was one of the good drunk sex experience, because usually I just be feeling numb whenever I do have drunk sex. So it's like, what's the point? But
Even by numb, like physically numb, mentally numb, just
more like I would say it's more of a physical kind of thing in terms of I don't really feel pleasure. But like I'm still there, mentally there and alert and know everything that's going on. But it's just like, I shouldn't have drank as much as I did. Kind of situation.
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, that was that moment. I don't know. I'm still thinking about trying again with my regular. Probably next time I get a paycheck. Look, shit is
playing a dick around the paycheck. I feel you.
That's only for the drunk sex. We might actually hook up tomorrow. I don't know. I do not know.
So I'm gonna be hitting you up with the text message. So Vernon, what you doing?
Look, I'm actually the one that's in control in this situation, which is very interesting. Well, it's not the first time I've ever been in control, but it's like I don't know. Sometimes I don't want to be the person who's always asking for sex, even though I know they're available for the sex. Sometimes I just want to be like, okay, you hit me up and whatever, I'm free. What's up? Because we both know, well, we know each other's availability. Like, he knows I'm free on Saturdays, well, every other weekend pretty much. And Thursdays, since I don't go work out, I have a lot more energy. So it's like we can meet up then. But I also know this mofo's off on Saturdays and Wednesdays. So I'm just like, you know what? A Wednesday hookup might be in the cards, because I don't wake up until 10 a.m. I don't have to go to work until 10 a.m. anyway. So it's like I have time to sleep. So, oh no, I might go get some cheap wine. Ooh, some cheap liquor out. I can't do cheap liquor.
Seagram's gin is $10 in most places.
Girl. I think that cheap shit is the reason why I be feeling But I haven't had a margarita in a while too, so I can't do that. Any other experiences with the drunk sex?
They've always only been like, all my experiences have only been with like my boyfriend. Because it's like me and him are in for the long haul essentially. Well, that was our plan when we started dating. We actually laid that out. Then like the second or third date, because we're both at the age we know what we want at this point. We're not trying to waste our damn time.
Yes. So what you're saying that you both entered into your relationship on some adult shit? Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. Essentially.
Oh, so you out here being an adult?
You know, in this relationship outside of life, is I'm making it.
I feel you, girl.
But yeah, like every time like we had drunk sex, like it's something that we both want. Just because we're together doesn't mean we lose our autonomy and our consent.
Yes.
Like it's something we both want. Like the other night, he wanted sex, but he was far too drunk for me to feel comfortable with doing it.
That makes sense.
You know, like I knew like he wouldn't have a problem with it, but for me, I'm like, no, you're barely walking. You're just jabbering. I don't feel comfortable initiating sex or allowing you to initiate sex.
Go ahead, lay your head down. Go to sleep, baby.
He talked to me for a whole ass hour before his ass finally passed out.
Like another thing that some people need to think about when it does come to like drunk sex is how it really does affect you physiologically. Like most definitely when it does come to like your sexual organs, because some people either if it's with a drug like marijuana or something like that, or if it is alcohol, how that can keep you from getting your dick up or staying hard. So got to think about those things too. Huh. Well, I think this would be a good time. That was a quick convo about drunk sex. Now I think about it.
Well, yeah, because it depends on the situation. Like, I personally would not engage in drunk sex if I don't fully trust you.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Which is why it was 6 months in when me and my boyfriend had our first intoxicated encounter together.
Hmm. I get that because I even think back to the my you know when I was hoeing a lot more, those same people that I hit up to come over for drunk sex, I had trust in that we've hooked up before, we've had sex multiple times before we even got to that point where I even invited them over during that kind of state of mind. Because like if you're invited over to my humbleable, my space, my environment, then that means I'm already giving you some trust. And then when it comes to sex, that's another layer of trust that I'm providing for you too. And if you've proven yourself not to be that type of person that would actually violate me and violate my trust, then I'm more comfortable with opening up myself a lot more to other sexual experiences, which includes drunk sex. Like now, I would say I did have one time where I was just like, you know what? I'm very comfortable with this person. And it was like one of those random as kind of let's hook up kind of things. And and I can't even lie, we did not know each other that long. It was more of a conversation that happened like within the weekend. I think we started chatting like Thursday, and I think it was Friday night when I was going to invite them over to like hook up. Now, this was when I was visiting Atlanta, and a nigga had shots on shots up. So I went to this one gay club in Atlanta. I think there was a drag show going on. In that drag show, I was lit by the time it even started. I had like I was chasing my shot of tequila. I think it was Jose. Yeah, it was Jose because Jose is Bay. So I was chasing my Jose shots with some fireball shots, which I have to admit was very dangerous. But that taste difference was everything that night. So I had like four of those. So four shots total. Then I had like a Long Island. And then my brother and you know Titus, he also came too. They pulled up and bought we just had shots again. And then we all went and got food. Then we left. And that night I was like, okay, so you trying to pull up, motherfucker? Unfortunately, it did not happen the way I wanted things to happen, but we hooked up that next morning and it was still good. Well, I'm quite sure it would have been good if that night, but it was definitely good that morning. But that is a rare situation that actually happens. Like if typically if I'm going out of town somewhere or even when I'm at home, if I'm drinking, I don't want to be bothered with anybody. I'm just trying to chill, enjoy my drink, and as I've said multiple times, go into bed. Get into my motherfucking bed because when I'm drunk, I want to go to sleep. I don't want to fuck. I don't want to do anything like that for the most part.
Oh, when I'm drunk and I know I have available dick, I'm horny as hell. But when I'm drunk and out with my friends, I'm like, let's go. Let's party. Let's keep going. Don't let me sit down because I will go to sleep on y'all.
Child, oh,
No, don't let me sit down and get comfortable when I'm drunk. I'm like, ooh, time to sleep now.
girl, that's the only thing I be wanting to do. I swear. Like
Mm-mm.
even back in the day when in college, that's all I wanted to do. I'm just like, okay, I'm sleepy as hell. Oh, this bitch said we going to Wahoo.
Yeah, we're awake.
Wait a second. I can eat.
Let's go
I can
ahead and
eat.
get that greasy ass food when our feet sticking to the floor.
Ain't it?
Get
And
those
then,
nice little noise every time you walk. Like you move your foot, you trying to peel it off the floor.
girl, and then get back to campus and walk as though you're not drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Make it to the room and be knocked the fuck out.
Hell no, they didn't make that rule until senior year.
Child.
You couldn't be caught on campus intoxicated, or that counts as having alcohol on campus.
You're an open container.
That was 2014, 15.
Child. That school would never be the same.
I'm surprised we also have livers and kidneys.
Girl, I'm surprised half of us is not in jail right now.
I wasn't going to jail because she ain't going to survive, damn it.
Facts.
But yeah.
Look,
So yeah,
we did
my
nothing
drunken
illegal.
escapades are a bit limited to one man, and he has been gladly appreciating my drunken escapades. I'm like, fuck, you ready to go?
As Adrian says, bring that dick here. Oh God, yes. Well, that means I just need to get myself into. No, I'm not. No, I'm not even gonna lie.
Get yourself into what?
I was gonna say get myself in a relationship. We can hold off.
You enjoy thoughting and bopping.
It's fun out. Out in these streets. These streets are something completely different. But
It's fun out here.
it's reminiscing those moments of thoughtlatry that I do miss. But now,
this man just made up a whole ass word.
girl, yes, I do miss it. But I just stick to myself and just wait until the person that is of more quality and more communication and availability and determination that aligns with my goals show up, and then I'm just enjoying myself.
I feel that.
Mhm. So are you ready to switch on over and go to some never have I ever, would you rather, or sets questions?
Oh Jesus, let's go. Let's do it.
Girl,
It's a deck of cards, isn't it?
well, this one's I want to start with the sets question because it's been a while. This is I feel like it's only right. So, what sexual techniques are you good at? And are there any you'd like to practice more?
What I'm good at, I'm actually good at blowjobs.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, girl. Now let's see how
I'm actually good at blowjobs.
So is that one of the things you will practice more, or is there something else that you'd like to improve on or practice more?
Shit, I don't know if I want to improve on it, but like I will not let anyone finish in my mouth.
Girl, I'm with you on that.
Like I don't even know if I'm like, should I practice that? Probably not. It automatically triggers my gag reflex. I'm like, bleh. That goes out. Maybe one thing I like to like improve on is like my leg stamina. Probably I do like a ride situation.
Girl, you practicing those mega knees.
Man, Meg, I'm not sure how Meg does it. I'm like, I can last a minute and a half. She timed it. I'm like, nope, I'm done here.
Not you timed it.
We were curious, okay? I was very curious. My poor legs, I thought I was gonna die.
Look, I'm with you there because I just be like, I don't know how y'all mofos be doing that. I'm a plus size motherfucker too, so that means that's extra weight. But I've seen it done with other plus size men. I'm just like, I don't know how you did it, but you do you, boo. You do you.
Man, I be seeing bitches doing this. I'm like, damn, I'm tired watching y'all.
Right.
Like he appreciated the efforts, but I was about to die.
Look, I think for myself, in terms of what I can improve on, I definitely know I can improve on my stroke game a little bit. I can.
You out here cheating people with the bland ass stroke.
Look, I tell
That's a
people up
crime.
front. I tell people up front that I'm not. Definitely not the top. I'm not. I'm just not. It's not who I am. It's not. It's not me. But I would do it if you feel as though you really want to try that out. Okay, but I can improve. Most definitely, if it's like in a relationship, then I can go, wow. Then I do a lot more. If I have toys, oh, I could get real creative with some fucking toys now. Oh
No,
my.
you gotta increase your stroke game naturally first, and then introduce the toys. And for cheating
Child,
motherfuckers.
child, my toy
But I
game.
feel you on not being the top though. I honestly feel sorry for whoever in their life think I'm a top.
Look, I be telling people, I'm like, it's the dominant energy. It is what it is. I
I'm
I
a brat.
understand. I get that, but no, no. Like even when it does come to like being a bottom, I'm very dominant there too. Like
Are you a bossy one?
yeah, you have to take control because if not, I'm going to run this shit and I'm going to make sure I'm pleased with this because at this point you're a tool and I'm going to use that tool properly. if you're not good at what you're doing,
Damn.
if you're not,
Damn, you got one job.
got one job in this moment.
If you can't do your job, I can get another one.
Ain't it? In terms of the sexual techniques that I'm good at, I would say oral. I am good at it. I don't do that often. Like I do not suck the dick. I do not. I would eat ass a lot more than I would suck dick. But that's not everybody's ass. I'm selective. um, we
Listen,
have
some
to
people got some hairy asses out here.
look. I'm okay with that honestly, but it's like
Yeah.
we have had to been like hooking up for at least like three. I'll say the minimum is 3 times before I would even think about it. But I'm not no, not everybody. Um, now oh, when it comes to vaginal play. I like to be there. I like to be there. That counts as oral too. But yeah, sucking dick, no. And I'm also very great at like hand stuff, like massages, like masturbating and stuff like that. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'd say that's my forte. Now, would you like another?
Sure.
I want to jump over here to some would you rather because I want to.
Oh God.
These things are interesting. Let's
I'm
see.
so glad my boyfriend is out of town right now because he would use this against me.
Really?
He goes, I thought you wanted to work on it.
Oh. I'm so tired. That's
He
funny.
will literally set that up. He'll
I
like
support.
he'll lay down in the middle of the bed and do this weird ass wiggle. And he's like, it's ready for you.
Wait, the dick wiggle?
Yeah.
Girl, I have to admit I do like a good dick wiggle. I'll be doing it
I mean,
sometimes.
it's a pretty impressive penis. Like, I love it.
Oh my, you telling me too much. Oh my, oh God. No,
Oh, shit, I'm still here, aren't I?
You're right. You're right. You're right. Size
I
don't
told him
matter,
before,
people.
like, apparently he stayed in a relationship even though the sex was mediocre and terrible. I'm like, oh no,
Mm-mm.
honey, I would bounce.
Look,
He
sex
was like,
is
I thought
my
you said a nut
job.
was a nut. I'm like, mm-mm. You're
Mm-mm.
right, a nut is a nut, but I also care about the quality of said nut.
Girl, like I cannot. Sex is very important to me. It's my job. It's my studies. It's a lot to my life. I cannot. I want to be pleased in my relationship.
Yes.
If you're not coming here with the expectation of pleasing the motherfucker, you need to not come in through my fucking door.
I'm like,
Stay
that's
out,
why I have a vibrator.
girl. Ooh,
I'm like, I told him, like, I would rather just get myself off than have mediocre sex.
ain't it?
He was
Because
like, what? I'm like, it's the disappointment, dear.
like when I tell you that's how like masturbating before I even go through any kind of like apps, or anything like that. That's the thing that makes me, it just makes my mind right, because I'm like, I'm not going to waste my nut. Most definitely my first one. I'm not. And
That first one be slapping if it's done right.
mhm, child. All right. Now, would you rather have sex with a biter or have sex with a screamer?
Who talking about in general?
Yeah, in general.
A biter or a screamer?
Hmm.
I have to say the screamer.
Really? I will go with biter. Actually, I'll take both, but
Shut up. Reason why I would go with the screamer because I am a screamer. So it's like fuck it. I'm gonna rock with my with my kind.
y'all over here having a scream contest. Okay. You know, I'm a
No,
biter.
it's actually a little game he likes to play when we're in hotels and shit like that. We're going like trips. He's like, "Can you be quiet?" I'm like, "Ooh, you dirty."
Ooh, at least see, this is what adult play is. This is what adult sex is. When you get to like be with your partner and play these kind of games, like be as quiet as possible. We can't hear. Like, I love that for you. I love that so much. Yes, yes, yes. And not
Yes,
in a
it's all
sexual
good
kind of
and
yes.
dandy till he forced like when he does things that make me like scream out a little bit. I gotta like bite my lip. I can't bite my lip anymore because I have a piercing right here. So I gotta so I gotta like I tried to get the pillow and he threw the pillows off the bed once.
Mhm.
I'm like, this
Child,
man is the devil.
child. What Shane is saying is that she is getting a good dick down.
Shit, it's 8 inches when it's fully erect.
Ooh, is she? Ooh, yes, Lord. Yes, thank you for blessing my friend Shane. Universe, you do right by some of my friends, but bitch, I need you to still pull the motherfucker up so we can have this discussion about what we doing here. Cause sis, but let me stop.
Shit, my back all nice, loosey goosey.
Look, but I'm definitely a biter. I enjoy biting people. I don't know why, but it's fun sometimes. Sometimes it enhances the pleasure between myself and my sexual partner. Sometimes it might get a little bit more rough. I sometimes I like getting bitten too. Like let's go. Let's do this shit. Let's have fun.
Hmm.
Now, would you like one final sex question before we
Let's
end the show?
go. I've already exposed enough. Let's go.
Right. Boyfriend gonna be like, damn, Shay.
Hmm?
It's like, oh, you just letting everybody know that you getting the good loving from me. It's okay. He might be
No, it's
proud.
a good. That's the reason why he's not here
True.
because I don't. I fucked up and recorded some of our last ones when he was here and he
Uh-huh.
heard the questions. I'm like, then when we were done, he was like, so.
What you trying to do? Oh, I love it.
I'm like,
So,
sir.
so this question is, the brain is the body's largest sex organ. What happens in your head when you're doing it?
Oh, I have crygasms, so sometimes I really do. It causes me to cry.
Interesting. I have not had one of those. I might need one. That
They're
sounds like a
intense.
that sounds like a great release.
Like that's every time we have like enough time to have like a good round of sex, that is his goal to do two
Cuckoos.
things.
Make you scream and cry.
Oh no, I was gonna scream regardless.
Oh, so what's two things?
Make me squirt and make me cry.
Oh, so you want the fluids to come out both two ends. Okay.
Hmm.
Ooh.
I'm like, are we gonna wash the sheets?
Yes, he's washing the sheets afterwards, right?
Hmm.
As he should. Because
We gotta bully him into doing it. He's like, I'll be fine if you don't wash these motherfucking sheets.
look, you have to relax after something like that. Because I even know after I have like a full body, I'm just like, I don't want to be touched by anybody in this moment. I just want to just exist for a second.
Mhm.
Let me exist. After I'm done existing, then we can see if we're going to follow this up with more shit. Okay. Let's see. Whenever I'm having sex, my brain, I'm usually in the moment, but sometimes I'm just like, okay, how can I make this a little bit more creative? Like, what can I do? And now that I have a lot more toys, I really do bring those out a little bit more. I know, like, I'm really thinking about reincorporating a chain with me and my regular to see how that improves that sex. So we shall see. Now my brain is brainy. Okay, let me get out of this subject before I go so deep into that. I end up inviting this mofo over tonight, and I have work in the morning, and I'm not trying to be up past 12.
Oh, I feel that.
Right.
Man, I hit 28 and I'm like, ooh, why am I awake past 10:30?
Girl, like, but
Man,
now,
I turn 29 next month. I'm afraid what's gonna happen.
you know what? You're just going to be thinking about how you're going to celebrate your 30th birthday. I'm not even going to lie to you because that's literally where my mind has been this entire time. Like, what am I going to do?
No, forget that. I'm trying to figure out, wait, what time am I gonna go be sleeping at this time now?
Oh, how many hours of sleep am I really going to get?
Mhm. Like I'm already being woken up by back pains. I'm like, oh no.
That's because of that dick.
Oh, I had a dick to get rid of the back pain. Shit, when he's not home, that's when my back hurts the most. I take some ibuprofen at 2:15 in the morning and lay on the heating pad. I'm like, oh, this is not right.
Oh God, girl.
My body's gotten used to a certain degree of spoiledness.
I'm done. I'm done. I love it. On that
Listen,
note, Shane, do you have any last words for the audience?
not really. Just be safe, like I normally say. Be safe, be smart, know who you're with. And if you don't know them, wait a bit. Don't just rush into shit.
Mm,
Unless you take a picture of them and send to all your friends. That way, if something goes wrong, all your friends are like, "We got it."
girl, share your location, all that shit.
Yeah, like if it's just a one night only thing, still make sure people know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be
Amen.
here like I need to be. How do you move stealthily in these streets? No. If you have someone that you know will keep your secret, tell that person.
Mm-hmm. Because you do not need to be a thief in the night. Not at all. It's too many crazy people out here.
Mhm. Shit, the way the world's going right now, yeah.
Girl, I would not have thought that outside would be so dangerous.
I
Well,
knew the outside was dangerous.
I knew, well, dangerous, but not as this dangerous.
It's ramped up. People are like, "Oh, we back outside now." I'm like, "Holy shit!"
Child, we back outside with weapons and all kinds of shit. Oh,
I'm like, "Go back inside." I
go
mean, we
back
didn't
in.
miss this.
We did not miss this. It's too hot. It's too hot. They don't care,
It was way too hot for this bullshit.
girl. But on that
I'm
note,
like, it's getting to the point where I'm ready for one motherfucker to say one wrong thing. I'm like, I will beat your ass in this hot ass asphalt.
oh God. Well, we going to change the subject.
It's hot, Vernon. It's hot out here.
But the heat really does make people a lot more angry too. Like it's too hot for all these games. We just oh God, we need the Iceman to come back. The one who used to visit homes and drop off big blocks of ice like in the 50s and shit. We need
Mm,
big blocks of ice because this shit is not fun. I'm not here for this.
man, I was literally looking up like, blocks of ice. I'll literally Google that. I brought a tiny metal fan to my job because it's hot.
Girl, like, oh, oof. All right,
Even the
y'all.
breeze is hot.
Other than this heat outside, I hope y'all are hot and bothered with your partners or your whoever you decide to spend the night with, or even yourself. Be hot and bothered with yourselves.
Hell
Uh,
yeah, shit. Nothing wrong with treating yourself to a nice bubble bath with a
mm,
nice rub down with a good moisturizer, a glass of wine, whatever, well, your drink of choice,
yes.
and just explore yourself. Understand what makes you tick and what makes you work before you get into a relationship and you don't understand your own body.
Yes. Ooh, I need to go. I need to take myself on another date. It's been a
Hmm.
while. But before I close out the show, also thank you so much, Shane, for making your return. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry about that note that I did not hit. I really do apologize. But thank you so much for coming back onto the show, Shane. I love you so much. To the Holiloquy family, just letting y'all know that in November, oh, I'm sorry, I misspoke. In November this year, we going to have some very hot and spicy conversations for you all. So be ready, be prepared, and just y'all, I have a nice little docket of topics that we're going to be talking about, and I have some guests who will be returning as well. And we shall see exactly how that comes up and how that comes along. So be ready, be prepared. November is on its way to you all. Now, thank you all so much for listening to the Holiloquy podcast, where we step out and speak on sexuality. Just in case no one else told you this today, you are beautiful. You are worthy of happiness and joy. You are enough and then some. You may not live up to the expectations of others, but that is okay. You are not required to walk in your, you are not required to walk in. Ooh, I'm so sorry. I messed that up completely. Okay. You are only required to walk in your own shoes. May each day you live lead you towards abundance. With that said, love you all and see you next episode. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Holiloquy podcast, where we step out and speak on sexuality. You can subscribe to the podcast through your favorite podcasting app and find us on the web at www.holiloquy.com. That's www.heauxliloquy.com. Share the podcast with your friends and join the conversation.